Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got the quick pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Dances away from the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the ball for the 1st time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The incompletion on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
Got it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough.
And he will score! Touchdown, Huskers!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. A bit of confidence, this passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. To short hands, it's Tate. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Running for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll put the tight end in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Howard. He unleashes a long one. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Judkins. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. They go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Raiola. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah.
Got a lot of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
There's so many guys on this offense that can hurt you for explosive plays. You saw a huge gain there coming on the ground.
And the defense sort of, at some point, a couple of guys said, yeah, I'm not going to catch him. Let me just coast on in on this one.
You've got to make the first attempted tackle. If you don't get this guy down on the ground right away, you better have lots of bodies running towards him because he will kill you with his speed.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Showing off the arm. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And that pass intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Line gets set, first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up, and
hit the afterburners, kid. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets away from one. He's got space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Banks. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Howard. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going up top on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. It's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's right down the boulevard.
Ohio State 21, Nebraska 17.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David.
He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the misconnection, it's second down. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Got his man quickly. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. Touchdown, Husker! A great catch and run for 6. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Nair. Oh, it's out. And he was able to get back on top of it. They stop. They're too short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Raiola. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Huskers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unleashes one. Makes the catch past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Back to pass. It's Raiola. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Turns it on down the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Fights off a defender. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. At the 45 on its way. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. And tackled there by the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. Trying the left side. Thrust that arm out. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting it.
Fires toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on